Hello everyone, welcome back to TechOps tutorial. In the previous video, we successfully deployed Prometheus and Grafana in Kubernetes using Helm. Everything was working correctly, but today we have a real world problem. Grafana dashboard are not loading properly and we are seeing plugin error. The interesting part is that all monitoring pods appears healthy. So in this video, we will troubleshoot the issue step by step and identify the actual root cause. So let's get started. Let me access the dashboard. This is the dashboard. Let's wait for a few seconds. Here you can see an error occurred within the plugin. Here we can see the Graphana itself is accessible. We can log in successfully. However, the dashboard are not loading. Instead, Graphana display a plugin error and continues loading indefinitely. So our first question is Graphana actually broken? Or is Graphana unable to retrieve data from another components? So let's go to our terminal. Run kubectl. First we will verify the monitoring pods. Kubectl gets pods -n monitoring. Everything looks healthy. All pods are in running state. Graphana is also running. Prometheus is also running. Prometheus operator is also running. Node exporter is running. Kube state matrix is running. So the problem is not obvious from pod status alone. Let's check Graphana logs. Kubectl logs -n monitoring. Graphana pod. Here you can see there is a IO timeout, or you can grep it. Now we have our first clue. Graphana is trying to communicate with Prometheus, but the request is timeout during a name resolution. This points towards a DNS related problem inside a cluster. We can verify Prometheus service. kubectl get svc -n monitoring. Then check kubectl get endpoints -n monitoring. Prometheus service exists. Prometheus endpoints also exist. So Prometheus itself appears healthy. The issue seems to be a communication rather than a Prometheus application. So let's test a DNS from Graphana pod. kubectl get pods -n monitoring. kubectl, let's log into a pod. Graphana pod -n monitoring -sh. Now we are inside a Graphana pod. Let's do nslookup. Now we have confirmed the issue. The DNS resolution is failing from inside the Graphana pod. Graphana cannot find Prometheus using Kubernetes service discovery. Let's exit from this pod and let's verify the CoreDNS. kubectl get pods -n kube-system. We can grep to CoreDNS. Interestingly, CoreDNS pods are running normally. This is an important lesson. A running pod does not always means the service is functioning correctly. Let's investigate further. Let's launch a temporary pod. kubectl run. I will give DNS test -image. We'll use busybox. You can use any latest version as well. -it. Restart. equals to never. This is a major clue. We are not querying Prometheus anymore. We are querying Kubernetes own API service and DNS still fails. That tells us the issue is larger than Graphana or Prometheus. The entire cluster DNS service is affected. Let's exit it. Verify CoreDNS, kubectl get svc kube-system. Kube DNS and the cluster IP 10.96.0.10. kubectl get endpoints -n kube-system kube DNS. CoreDNS service exits and endpoints also exits. Yet DNS request still fails. That means we need to investigate networking. Launch a test pod again. Ping to a server. First I will ping to CoreDNS, then ping to second CoreDNS, which we received here 0.2, and we will ping now 1.5. It fails. There is no response. This is the breakthrough moment. One CoreDNS pod is reachable, another CoreDNS pod is unreachable. That means cross-node pod networking is broken. Let's exit from here. Let's check the Flannel. This is the command. This is the output. You can see K8 master IP, K8 worker IP, and K8 worker 2 IP. Let's confirm with kubectl get nodes -o void. Here you can see the master IP is this, but here it has taken the NAT IP. These are host only IPs and these are the NAT IPs, this and this. Now we can clearly see the problem. Our cluster node use 192.168.56.x network. However, the Flannel has selected 192.168.29.x for two nodes. As a result, Flannel creates VXLAN tunnel using the wrong interface. This cluster has multiple network adapters, a NAT adapter and host only adapter. This is host only adapter. This is NAT adapter. Flannel automatically selected different interface on different nodes. Some nodes are communicating over one network. Other nodes are communicating over another. That breaks cross-node pod communication and eventually cause DNS failure. To fix this, you can run kubectl -n. You can edit this ds kube -final ds. Here you can add it inside the argument list, align with other flags, -, if is equals to enp 0s8 and save it. Here we are forcing Flannel to use the host only interface on all nodes. This ensures all VXLAN tunnel are created using the same network. I have saved that file. Let's restart the Flannel. Rollout. Restart ds Flannel ds kube Flannel. After restarting Flannel, the networking configuration is rebuilt using the correct interface. Okay, now let's verify. As here you can see, we received 29.230 and 29.63. Let's see what we have received now. Run the same command. kubectl get nodes -o wide. Now the IP address is corrected. It is using host only adapter now. All nodes are using the same network. And also you can test the DNS again. Run the nslookup. You have received the output. DNS resolution is working again. Now go to a browser. Here you can see we are receiving the data. Let's refresh. After refreshing dashboard, finally Graphana dashboard are loading successfully again. Prometheus is reachable. Metrics are available. The monitoring stack is fully operational. In this troubleshooting session, we started with Graphana dashboard failure by following logs, validating service, testing DNS, checking pod connectivity, and investigating Flannel networking. We identified the actual root cause. This issue was not Graphana, Prometheus, or CoreDNS. The root cause was Flannel selecting the different network interface across cluster nodes, which broke cross-node pod communication and DNS resolutions. This is the great example of why Kubernetes troubleshooting should always follow a structured approach rather than relying on assumption. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.